Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I?
Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with the cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I?
No, but I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
I don't be with him, he's so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place.
Said if we pulling up with the whole squad, I get ready to told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard, when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm a man, suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side, is that big of the guy?
Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's snow, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, body, done.
Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Detroit Lions. Well, he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Play action. Stafford. Rolling to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 35. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career, that draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
7 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Brings up third down.
Third and short yardage. Mayfield. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him a gain of 4. Able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run with Chubb. And now a hole out there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Second and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
On second down, it's Peterson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On second down, Peterson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
10 at the 42-yard
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Michael Kendrick.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd
from the 50, Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They'll run for it. Peterson. He's not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. He'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. A strong running. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Mayfield down. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. 7-7, our score after 1.
The end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2nd and 11 at the 41. Here's Mayfield. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Mayfield's pass.
It'll be a gain of 4, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. There's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
That's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. We didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sideline as a head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Well, we'll see what his offense can do. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Down by Denzel Ward. It's a loss of 2. Brings up
On 2nd down now. It's Peterson, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14. The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14. They'll give to Peterson out of the gun. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
A gain of 6 yards.
Out of the gun, Stafford. That looked like some... The throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And here's a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Browns 14, Lions 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
3rd down and 9.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know. Waiting.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Landry now on the return. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and now it's 2nd down.
4-yard line.
first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On 2nd and a yard, Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Second down, Mayfield. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Browns 21, Lions 7.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Time here for likely 1 play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Prater to kick off for Detroit.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This will make it into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. And they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
He's taken down.
3 yards there. Good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. That'll bring up second down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing, Mayfield. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Ball carrier.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the gun, Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked by Tracy Walker. And now the two bases down the right side. He will score. Touchdown, Lions. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. Here's a throw out line complete to his running back right side. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense,
blitz coming, and down he goes.
So we'll recount real quick. He had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Nick Chubb, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, The coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Mayfield to throw it. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual way of covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
At the Browns' 45-yard line.
From the 45 on second down. Stafford over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Brings up.
They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They run again on first down. Peterson. He'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. Ball at the 26, second and 7. And this is caught at the end. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards, the final tally. They'll run for it with Peterson. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Nick Bawden, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions are a 2-point conversion away from tying this game. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 20-yard line.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Browns on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they have the football and will take over at at the 24-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete.
Thrown away and incomplete. It's now 3rd down. And
the Lions on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Stafford. Here's a screen to Powell. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A run for Nick Chubb. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Mayfield with the give to Nick Chubb. Harrison Smith on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now left side on the swing pass. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And to the 40-yard line, that's that's where the return stops. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
It's now second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, Peterson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Carry number 20 now for Peterson. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it took a big fourth quarter.